45 races. 45 races without a win. And then, on a track that hadn't hosted a points race in 3 decades, Joey Logano didn't just end the drought, he obliterated the field. This wasn't a lucky break. This was a statement, and by the time the checkered flag dropped at North Wilkesboro, the entire chase picture had been rewritten. Joey Logano dominated the Window World 450 at North Wilkesboro Speedway, leading 323 of 450 laps. That's not a typo. He controlled nearly 3/4 of the entire race. Denny Hamlin chased him down the stretch, closing to within a second in the final stretch, but he never had an answer. Logano crossed the line just under a second ahead. This was the first Cup Series points race at North Wilkesboro in 30 years. The track sat abandoned for a quarter century before Speedway Motorsports rebuilt it from the ground up. With the win, Logano jumped from outside the playoff cut line to 15th in points, now 49 points clear of danger with 5 regular season races left. Let's be honest about where Logano and the number time 22 Team Penske car have been. This has been a rough stretch, not just this season, but going back a couple of years. Consistency has been the problem. Until this weekend, nothing suggested a turnaround was coming. But North Wilkesboro has quietly become Logano's playground. He won the All-Star race there in 2024. He finished runner-up there in 2025. And now, in the track's first real points-paying race in a generation, he delivered the knockout. This matters because the chase field is getting tight. Logano was on the outside looking in. One bad summer stretch could have ended his playoff hopes before the postseason even started. Instead, he's bought himself real breathing room. And it's not just about Logano. Shane Van Gisbergen quietly strengthened his own position, running top 10 all night and finishing 5th. He's now 54 points clear of the cut line, a number that's starting to look safe. Meanwhile, the drivers below the line, Erik Jones, Austin Cindric, are running out of time. Jones left North Wilkesboro 33 points off the cut line after a rough 21st place finish. He clipped the wall late, missed stage points twice by a single position, and now heads to Indianapolis, a track that has not been kind to him. 4 DNFs and 6 career races there. Here's what makes Logano's win genuinely dangerous for the rest of the field. This wasn't survival. This wasn't points racing. This was total control from green flag to checkered flag. Leading 323 of 450 laps on a track this short and this demanding tells you the car had 0 weaknesses. No mechanical issues to hide. No late race fuel gamble to bail him out. Just raw speed, lap after lap, for 3 straight hours. Is this sustainable? That's the real question every playoff contender should be asking right now. One dominant night doesn't erase a season and a half of inconsistency. But paired with 2 solid finishes in the 2 weeks before it, a 12th and a 9th, this looks less like a fluke and more like a team finally clicking at the right time. The risk for Logano's competition is simple. If Penske has found something real with this car, he's not just making the playoffs. He's walking in with momentum, and momentum in the chase format is everything. A hot driver heading into the postseason is a nightmare matchup for anyone drawn against him in the opening rounds. On the flip side, the Hendrick Motorsports Meltdown deserves real scrutiny. Alex Bowman's miscue entering pit road triggered caution that trapped both William Byron and Chase Elliott a lap down at the worst possible moment. Elliott had been a legitimate top 5 car before that caution. Byron was solidly inside the top 10. One pit road mistake from a teammate erased both of their nights. Byron finished 12th 2 laps down. Elliott finished 17th. That's the brutal math of stock car racing. Sometimes it's not your mistake that cost you the race. And then there's Ryan Blaney, who came in as the reigning race winner from Atlanta and left with almost nothing to show for it. A power steering issue forced him to start at the rear. A speeding penalty on pit road on lap 365 dropped him 15 spots when he was running inside the top 5. That's the kind of night that doesn't show up in a highlight reel, but it absolutely shows up in the standings. You can already feel the split in the fan base. Logano supporters are calling this the turning point of his season, proof that the number 22 car is finally rounding into playoff form at exactly the right time. On the other side, skeptics are pointing out that one dominant run at a track Logano clearly loves doesn't mean the underlying issues are fixed. They want to see it repeated somewhere else before they buy in completely. Then there's the Hendrick fan base, and that reaction is a lot less complicated, pure frustration. Watching 2 contending cars get taken out by a teammate's pit road error is the kind of thing that gets replayed and dissected all week long. Best case for Logano, this North Wilkesboro win is the spark that carries Penske's number 22 team into the playoffs with real speed. He locks up his spot in the next few weeks, arrives at the postseason with momentum nobody wants to face, and suddenly the three-time champion is a genuine threat to make a run at title number 4. Worst case, this turns out to be a one-track wonder. North Wilkesboro's unique characteristics, the short, punishing half-mile layout, simply suited this particular car on this particular weekend, and Logano slides back into the same inconsistency that defined his first half of the season. Making the playoffs on points alone with no real speed behind him, for Erik Jones and the drivers on the wrong side of the cut line, the pressure just went up. Indianapolis is next, and it's a track where Jones has historically struggled. If the misses continue, the door to the playoffs may close before August even starts. So here's the question: is Joey Logano officially back, or did North Wilkesboro just give us one perfect night that won't repeat itself? Drop your take in the comments. Best case or worst case? Which one are you betting on? If you want the real breakdowns before anyone else drops them, make sure you're subscribed to SportsWire USA. We'll see you at Indianapolis.